Okay, this is my property at 139 South Highway 22A. This had, it was covered with beautiful oak trees and magnolias. And you can see, oh wow, that tree at the very top is split. I don't know how I'm going to get that thing down. You can see all kinds of branches hanging. I think there's about a 24-foot utility trailer. Got a tree all the way across it and dented all the way across. I haven't even looked in to see what's going on with the furniture and stuff. But, I've been working over here 2 or 3 days with a chainsaw, cutting up stuff, and starting off with the small limbs on the ground and everything to try to get the space to walk around. See all the stuff up in the trees. There's a huge oak tree that's on the ground blocking my driveway, and this is a big oak tree. You see, I don't know how tall it is, but it goes way over that way and then way back that way, and you can see the whole root section is turned up. So this whole thing fell down. There's some others on behind my fence. Look like some of my trees went in the back neighbor's yard. There's another one that is split. Another one that broke off at the top. Along this side, which is the north side of the property, you can see I've got, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trees that are leaning bad. So they're all going to have to come down. One of the tricks I've just found out is you can see how the ground is sunk in the front where the tree is spinning over or turning over. You can see the root section on these two out, and root section back here, and all these trees on the backside, the dirt is raised up where the roots are trying to come up, and it's real soft underneath there where you step on it and the dirt caves in. I've been working on this for a couple days, so I've got a patch of ground, kind of all the tree limbs sawed up, and I've got a couple guys working that's trying to clear it out for me, or carry them off anyway. And another tree where the branch broke out of. This tree here is actually on my neighbor's property, but it's leaning so bad over on my side, I'm going to go ahead and cut that one down too. There's another that just tore the root out of the ground. And see how long that one was. I've already started cutting the smaller limbs and stuff off of it. Get it to where we can move it. Here's some of the branches from this big tree that I'm starting at the bottom and trying to, clear them out and then work my way up, and hopefully the branch will fall without killing somebody. You can see another branch up in the air just hanging, and another one of the trees back here is leaning pretty bad. So that one's going to have to come down too. So by the time this thing's over with, I might be an expert tree cutter. I bought a Stihl chainsaw, cost about $400, and so far that's been working out pretty good. You can see where the dirt is raised up here on one side and sunk on the other, and the tree's leaning pretty good. Looks like I may have enough clearance there. It'd be a close call. May have enough clearance to clear the house. But on back a little bit. Well, on this side, there was a nice dogwood tree right there, but it was broke off so bad I ended up having to cut most of that away. And then on back again, you might not believe it, but there was a storage shed here. In fact, there was two of them. Pretty nice storage sheds. I had some supplies, and I had a complete kitchen set in here, a stove, microwave, vent hood, stuff. So all these trees are down on the storage shed. So the storage sheds are just totally crushed. I had chain link fencing all around here, and all that is broke up. You can see how much crushing went on that storage shed. This is the one that I had the appliances in: stove, microwave, vent hood. I had a nice king-size headboard in here, and that tree is just right on top of it. Yeah. Looks like it was right on the fence line. It's another tree that pretty bare, and another tree that's broke off at the top. Yeah. All the branches hanging down. Trees on top, laying on top of a couple trailers I got, and a couple more leaners it looked like. And as we're going around, there was a nice wooden privacy fence back there on my neighbor's property, and chain link fencing on my side. It's some more trees that are on top of trailers and broke off on storage sheds, storage truck. You can see this tree laying on top of this, about an 8 by 20 storage shed there. I didn't notice any damage to the roof, but to the left of it, a few more trees hanging over on the ground. This little tree right here has been a bearing persimmon tree ever since we had it. Every year we had a lot of persimmons on this thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if the root section would hold up with trying to erect it again or not. Yeah. Then there was a tree right here in the middle of the yard that fell down and missed Andy's truck by an inch. I mean, it had branches on both sides of his truck, and nothing hit his truck actually. Here's another leaner that I'm going to have to cut down. That's leaning. That would probably hit Andy's truck if I cut that. I got a trailer I got to move out of the way. Both of these doors were blown open, I guess, by the hurricane. Yeah. Looking inside, I don't see any holes in the roof, so maybe that tree on top of it was just laid there. So we had a nice palm tree. This is a beautiful, nice big palm tree that is leaning over. I'm trying not to cut it, but I'm not sure if I can sell it. One of my neighbors said you may be able to stand it up, but I can't stand it up. I'm either going to sell it or cut it, I guess. And then here's another little corner to my property, and another Looks like a fir tree, I guess. Back in here. And all the way around. Trees, 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 tree limbs. I need some storage for some furniture that was in the other trailer in the front. And I'm going to try to get a permit to put like a 40-foot container in this corner. But I got to move another trailer around and get all these trees cleaned up before I can do anything like that. This is another little office trailer I had. I'd remodeled the inside of it, got all new electric wires and paneling and stuff. It got blown off the blocks, and the back side of it took some damage where the siding was blown off. Looks like 4 or 5 pieces of siding blown off there. I don't know if I can patch that and doctor it up or not. Look at my electric wires right there in the wall that are bare now. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Some of this sheet metal, I don't know where it came from. It just blew in the yard from somebody else's shit or whatever. And this privacy fence, I think, was on the opposite side of the yard. Came from one of my neighbors. I don't know if you can see this big mound right here of dirt, but my neighbor said this huge oak tree is leaning, and that mound of dirt is the root section where it's trying to pull out of the ground. And this would be one of them deals that's $3,000 or $4,000 per tree to cut down. I don't even know how tall that thing is. There's another tree right beside it that looks like it might be dead. That my neighbor would like to have cut down. And then there's a third tree right beside it that's big old tall oak. And it looked like it sustained some damage. And there was like a magnolia tree right here, and my neighbor, it was leaning over my neighbor's house, and so he and I cut that down. Did the final cut on it today, dropped it down here. So on the south side of my property, Masumi got over here and trimmed up this palm tree because it was the palm trees were in bad shape on that. And you can see where this root section is. This root section had turned, how much has that got up, and that tree is in my neighbor's yard. It's tall enough, it looks like it almost reaches the house. There's another tree that's leaning. All the roots are out of that. And all of these trees are uprooted and over in my neighbor's yard. Supposedly the trees that are in the other person's yard is their responsibility, and the trees that remain in my yard are my responsibility. And so another huge root section and another huge tree. Another tree that the top is tore out. Another one over here. Another one that the big limb is just hanging there. And this is kind of the center of my yard, where we've been working for 2 days trying to move limbs and stuff out, and we're making some progress, but boy, there is a lot of trees. I had some guy say this was taking 3 days to clear out, and he wanted $50,000 to do this. The trees again. I couldn't even get in my property initially because the trees covered this driveway, and luckily the electric company had to get in to run a new electric wire, and they actually cleared a path through my driveway. This is a couple of piles of trees and stuff that we've been cutting and got piled up out here. The city should come around and pick all this stuff up, or FEMA or the city, I guess, is going to be the ones picking this up. So, gives somebody an idea how much work's going to be here. I've got job security for a chainsaw for a long time.